multiplication. And we're going to have to play around with this smartboard and see if we can see it. I think if I stand out, you can see it. Can you guys see that? Okay. Remember that you can zoom in on just me if you need faster. Okay. Or not faster, closer. So I need everyone to go mute. I'm trying to mute Jason here. All right. So we're doing two-digit multiplication. These are called factors, remember, and our answer is going to be called a product. We start with our ones place. 4 times 9 is going to be 36. We put our 6 and we carry our 3. 4 times 2 is 8 plus the 3. Remember in multiplication, we add our remainder after we've multiplied. So it's 8 plus 3 is 11. Put my 1, carry my 1. 4 times 7 is 28 plus 1 is 29. Now we're done with the ones place of 34. So now we have to start multiplying by the 30, by the 3. So I need to start with a 0. Okay, because now I'm multiplying by the tens place. 3 times 9 is 27. Put my 7, carry my 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, these are called partial products. Partial products. How many ever factors, my second factor, how many ever digits is in my second factor, that's how many partial products I should have. So if my second factor has 5 digits, I should have 5 partial products. In this case, I only have 2 digits, so I have 2 partial products. Now, we're going to add our partial products together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 7 is 8. 9 plus 8, 17. Carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. And then 0 plus 2 is 2. So 729 times 34 equals 24,786. This 0 right here is very important. You have to put the 0 there before you start multiplying. If you do not, then your place value is going to be incorrect. Here I'm multiplying by the ones place, so I just start straight multiplying. Here I'm multiplying by the tens, so I have to put a 0 first. And then I start multiplying by the tens place. Get 2 partial products. How many ever digits are in my second factor? That's how many partial products I have. Add them together, and then that would be my final answer. Okay, let's round or estimate my product. So 729, that's going to round to 700. Okay, remember yesterday when we estimated, we didn't estimate the bottom factor because we only had 1 digit. Here we have 2 digits. Okay, so 34 would go to 30. Remember, 4 down stays the same. So now I'm multiplying by multiples of 10. 7 times 3 is 21. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay. All right, questions?
Sorry.
Raise your hand if you got questions. Anybody got questions? Yes, Donald. Unmute, buddy, and ask your question.
Hello, sorry. What happens if we were to multiply all of that together? Like, what would that be?
Multiply what together?
All of it. Multiply the 2,916 and the 21,870.
You're not multiplying. You have to add the partial products to get the final answer. You're multiplying up here. You're multiplying by the ones, and then you multiply by the tens, and then you have to add the partial products together to get your final product.
Okay.
Any other questions? No other questions? All right, I'm going to erase it, and I'm going to put one on the board, and then I want you to do it, okay? When you get finished with it, I want you to put it in the chat box so we can check it and make sure you got it under control. 65 times 18. 65 times 18. We may not be able to use the smart board. We'll have to see what we're going to do. 65.
1 second, somebody's calling my grandma.
65 times 18. Work it out. Work it out. Put an answer. Don't forget that 0. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48 plus 4. It's going to be 52. Then I have to put my 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 6 is 6. Then I have to add them together. 0, 7, 11. So my final answer is 1,170. Okay, if you did not get 1,170, look and see where you went wrong and ask questions if you have any questions. $1,170. All right. Did everybody get that? We have questions on where we got this answer. Okay. All right, so on today's assignments, it says you're doing workbook page 55 and 56. Okay, 55 and 56. You guys only have to do the evens, okay? Since you made it onto Zoom. So you only have to do the evens. If once you're getting into your work and you are struggling, then have your parents send me a message on Remind, and we can come onto Zoom by ourselves and make sure you understand, okay? Because later in the week, we're going to add another digit. So you need to make sure you understand this 2 digits before we move on to 3 digits. Okay? Last chance. Any questions about math? All right, let's talk about English very quickly. It is plural possessive. Remember that possessive is ownership. Plural means more than one. So if the noun is plural and it is showing ownership to something and it ends in S, like cats, then you would put C-A-T-S apostrophe. If it already has an S, you put an apostrophe at the end. If it's one of those irregular nouns, like geese or sheep, that is plural, then you add apostrophe S, just like you would if it was singular, like we did yesterday. Okay, so the women's house would be WOMEN apostrophe S. Still plural because the singular version is woman, but it is just apostrophe S. If the noun is plural and ends with an S already, then you put just an apostrophe. Okay, so that's what you're doing today in English is plural possessive. If